Hey, how's it going? My name's Underladder, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own animated custom follower goals for your Twitch streams on Streamlabs OBS. Let's get into it. Awesome. So the first thing you want to do is to hop on the Streamlabs website and download Streamlabs OBS just by hitting the download button. Now, I've already got this downloaded, so I'm not going to do it twice for you, but you just follow the installer there. The next step is to figure out what sort of texture or video we want to be for our follower goal. So to do that, I'm just going to Google image some GIFs or GIFs and just find some ones that I like. So let's say, for instance, we are a craft beer Twitch streamer. So let's look up beer bubbles, for example. And the trick here is when you swap over to images, just to hit tools, and when you click on type, you can select GIF or GIF, and that will isolate all of the results just being animated. So you can use them for actual videos instead of just like static images, so it looks a bit more interesting for your viewers. Now, ideally you want to get ones that loop back and forth, so it doesn't have a jump in it all the time. So this sort of one here, I quite like because it's more staticky and doesn't have a very obvious start and end. So let's download this one and we'll call that one Beer Bubbles. Let's get another one. Let's look up Fire GIF. That one looks pretty good as well. That one doesn't loop very obviously, so let's download this one as well. Awesome. So now that you've got your videos or textures downloaded, whether you've gone for an image or you've created your own video or you've just looked up a GIF online, now that you've got that all set up, next thing you want to do is fire up Streamlabs OBS, and we're going to create a new scene by pressing the plus, and we're going to call it Follower Goal Tutorial. You can call it whatever you want. So the reason we create it as a new scene instead of just adding it as a source and adjusting it in the actual scene is so that we have a reference scene to return to and have copied in every single one of our scenes. So if we make an alteration to it, it'll update in all of them and we don't have to worry about things looking out of place or different depending on what scene you're in. And that's really useful for when you're jumping between scenes in your streams and you don't want people getting confused by all the different following stuff. So what we want to do first of all is add a new source. So we're going to hit the new source button and come over to widgets and hit follower goal, and we'll add source, and we'll create a new one just because I've already got follower goal happening. And you'll just hit the add a new source instead and give it a name. I'm going to call it follower goal 2. We're going to add a source. Now here's the follower goal as it stands. It's quite bland. The key thing here is we want to go into our visual settings and change bar color to the hex value of 00B140. Now that seems like a very specific hex value, and that's because if we look up what the hex value of green is, we'll find that it's 00B140. So we'll be using the hex values to create the as close as possible to a green screen. So let's say that our current goal is we're starting at 50% and the title will be Follow Me Please, and we'll end on Christmas Day, for example. And now you see that the bar itself is green. So once we add that to our stream here and we blow it up so we have full control and we can see everything about it, we'll be able to see that if we were to add a green screen effect to it, the bar itself would be invisible and any texture or image or video we put behind it will shine through. So now what we want to do is press the plus again and add image or media source. I'm going to add media source because we can add animations and videos if you want. If you have a video of you dancing or a video of your name up and down or something, you can add that there. If you just have an image, you can just add an image and it's the same deal. It just won't have any movement to it. So it's up to you whether you want to have an image, texture, or a video. It's entirely up to you. The creativity is endless. And we're going to add a new source and we're going to hit call it fire, and we're going to browse for the file here and just select fire GIF there. The key thing here is you want to, if it's a GIF or a video, you want to select loop, and you can restart playback when source becomes active, but really you want the GIF to be endlessly looping because otherwise it'll cut out and restart all the time, and you don't really want that to happen. The other thing you have control of here is if you want the animation to be faster or slower, you can control it here if you are unsatisfied with whatever speed you have. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit and put it at 140. I like how that looks. Now, this is quite small, so what we want to do is we want to get it as close to the size of what this follower goal bar is. So I'm going to try and line it up with the end as best I can with my eyes. And then what I'm now going to do is hold Shift and grab this lower corner here so I can free transform it to any sort of aspect ratio I want. So we're going to drag it across and just have it come up against the bar as close as we can. So that looks pretty close to me. I'm just gonna drag it up a bit, and that looks pretty lined up to me. There's a little bit of a halo on the top right there. Great. So that looks pretty much bang on for me. So now what we're gonna do, now that our fire texture is the same size as our follower goal, is we're gonna put the follower goal back on top and cover up the fire texture. And we're gonna right click on our follower goal here and click on filters. And we're gonna add a new one. We're gonna look for the color key filter and change it to green screen cutout or whatever you want. Hit done. And now the color type we're going to look for is green, or we can do custom color and add the actual hex value that we had before, so we know it's going to be bang on exactly the same as what we had in the actual colors here. So I'm just going to dump that hex value in there. And now, as you see, the green screen texture has erased the fire. Now, it's not perfect. You can see there's the green screen blurring around the edges. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the similarity to make it stronger. So the stronger this is, the more it'll erase the textures behind it. So I'm going to set that to around here, because if we went too high, the outlines of the percentage are visible, so we don't want that. So I'm going to bring it around to, let's try it 350, just a nice even number. So there's still a bit of green haloing, so let's see, we'll drag that up to get rid of that green haloing as best we can. That looks good to me, so I'm going to press done. So now you can see our custom follower goal has its own texture, and at whatever percentage or progress you have in your follower goal, the line will get bigger and it will reveal more of the texture that's underneath. So this can be whatever you want and it will last throughout that whole follower goal. A little bit of extra things we can do is we can adjust the follower goal text so that the letters stand out a bit more. So we can change the background color to something like pink if we want, and it'll look quite strange, but at least we've got that really strong contrast there. And then the bar text color, let's make it white, so it'll really pop out on top of the fire there. So this is by no means what I would suggest to be the ideal aesthetic choices, but if you want it to be, go for it. If you've got a fire purple white thing, this is for you. But what I'm trying to illustrate here is that you just sometimes have to play around with the colors and what is going to work best in combination with your custom texture and the aesthetics of your stream. Now, if we want to add this to our actual stream, it's very easy. All you've got to do is, with your new scene, we'll call it new scene for now, and we'll just add our window capture just for the time being. And the next thing you want to do is just in your standard is add the scene as a source. So we're going to go down and find our follower goal tutorial scene, add that in, and it will load in like that. And you can see it's full screen like it is on our other scene, but if you want to just change the size of that, we'll just grab follower goal and make it nice and small like that. And there you have it. Our follower goal has been added in. Our beautiful purple and red flame follower goal has been added in, and it's all set up. And there you have it. That's how you make your very own custom Twitch follower goal with any sort of video, image, or GIF file that you like. If you feel like you learned something and you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and let me know in the comments down below. And if you really enjoyed yourself, make sure to subscribe and to check out my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/underladder. I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday nights, 7:30 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I look forward to seeing you all there at the next stream. Peace out, have a good day, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!